Alright, good morning everybody. It is August 30th, 2023. Hurricane Idalia has made landfall in the Big Bend of Florida with winds at the last update of 125 miles per hour, so just a little shy of Cat 4, though according to Weather Channel it did make it to Category 4 tonight. So right now where we are, we're in some of the outer bands. It's really not that bad, it's not that windy, it's just raining a little. Well, it's raining pretty decently. Yeah, we're going through the outer bands, and it says up in the atmosphere on radar that wind speed is exceeding 50, 60 miles per hour above a lot of our area. But as you can see, those 50, 60 mile per hour winds are not really reaching the ground. It's probably more in line with like 10, 15 miles per hour. According to my weather station, it looks like we haven't seen any really big wind gusts yet. And I'm just waiting to see some tropical storm force winds because, you know, I was sitting here thinking, oh, tropical storm really isn't that bad compared to a hurricane out there. And no, not really when it's compared to that, but tropical storm force is about 38 miles per hour and like minimum. And if you remember back on one of my videos about severe weather hitting home, that downburst that hit was only around 42 miles per hour. So you don't need like 115 mile per hour winds to make an impact. However, that's what's happening now over in the Big Bend. They're under an extreme wind warning along the panhandle where the storm made landfall, which means they are estimating winds in excess of 115 miles per hour for over an hour. That is like being in an EF2 tornado for over an hour, just sitting there, and like everything around you is seeing that kind of damage, and that has to be terrifying. I pray for the people out there because I know it's going to be really difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult for the people out there in the Big Bend. And I just hope it's not too bad, but unfortunately, I don't have a lot of faith that it will be.
Hello, everybody. It is about 10 a.m. now. Uh, Sorry if you hear the mic. I'm just trying to get adjusted to where the wind isn't blowing while I'm trying to talk, or at least not as close to it. There you go. All right. So Idalia has moved inland and has started to weaken a little, but is still an absolutely beast of a storm out in the Big Bend. I'm actually going to turn the camera over there so you can see how the clouds are moving. It is a very just like furious atmosphere right now. Um, the wind speed seems I'm getting about 10 miles per hour, but honestly, I think these gusts might be closer to 20, 25. I don't know, hard to say. Um, I don't think we've seen tropical storm force winds just yet, but this was something that I'm actually going to shout them out. Weather Nation. I was watching Weather Nation earlier. One of their meteorologists, I'm sorry, I don't remember their name right now, was saying basically that the impact, like the landfalling part of the storm, actually wasn't the strongest part, and it was going to be the second part. And as the storm moves in, that's when trouble was going to start, and like there might be more power outages and stuff. And yeah, because like once the storm made landfall, it was barely windy at all this morning. But now, like you can see, it's definitely starting to pick up out here and become more active. It looks like the consistent winds, like sorry, sustained winds, are like 5 to 10 miles per hour right now, with I would guess occasional gusts of up to like 15 to 20. Let me go grab an anemometer actually. All right. I'm gonna go stand out there for a minute and try and get a guess. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I'll focus, but can you see that? Very humid. All right. So I don't know if you were able to hear me from there. Probably not, because I didn't have the microphone facing outwards. I was getting wind gusts of about 10 to 20 miles per hour. The highest I got was 19.40. I got a couple that were like 13, 15, 18, around that area. So I would say sustained winds were probably hanging between, like I said, 5 to 10 miles per hour though. So nothing too crazy right now. I will say that probably the next time we get a rain band though, it could potentially be like a pretty gusty thunderstorm. If even though there's not a lot of lightning occurring with the outer bands, that's occurring around the main circulation. So there is another band forecast to come through, but it's moving from south to north and only slightly eastward, so it's moving really slow. I don't know what time I'm going to have to go out because I don't want to go too ahead of time. Yeah. So I'm going to head down to the road I was at. It's probably going to be really fucking windy. I'm going to have to deal with the camera, but that's fine. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I don't even think my mic was on. Oh, God, I keep forgetting to do that. I don't think my mic was on for the bit I just did. Also, nice wind gust. It wasn't anything too much. I was just talking about the wind gusts and stuff. The wind gusts have been between 10 to 20 miles per hour. You heard I went out there with the anemometer. Sustained winds, probably like 5 to 10. That's it, really. I'm just getting footage, honestly, of the skyline right now. Like, the sky is just so, like, angry looking today. Like, those clouds are just getting whipped along. Oh, also, I said I was going to go, when the next rain band comes in, I think I'm going to head down to the highway again, and I'm going to get some footage down there. And it might end up looking like a kind of gusty thunderstorm. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Footage out here for now. Next time you see me, just down on the highway. Alright. So yeah, you get to see this, which is extremely weird. So the weird part about Clay County is a decent chunk of it, despite having 250,000 people here, have like a lot of it's still pretty rural area. So you have this like really nice looking suburban neighborhood here, and they're just they just plot the fucking highway, the First Coast Expressway, down through here. And I have this dirt road leading down what feels like just a rural country road, like sitting like just a couple dozen feet away from the fucking neighborhood. And along a lot of the major roads, like even like US Highway 17, there's a lot of just single homes. People just live directly off the highway, and that was just rural area, I'm assuming. I mean, I know everything was just rural area. You know what I mean? All right, so this is the part where the camera gets really bumpy. It's not too bad just yet. If I remember correctly, there was a pretty decent camera, but I was also trying to get past that. Thankfully, the road doesn't look too bad from the rain. It doesn't rain too much. Definitely see it. It's got a decent amount. Nothing crazy. I'm sure once we get out on flat, open land, we'll be able to see it a lot better. Almost there. Let's see where I was. Yeah. Bumpy road. This car probably shouldn't be doing bumpy roads, honestly, but it is what it is. So, the Weather Channel said that the band would be here at like 11:50. So, hopefully, I have a little bit of time to go out there and get set up. I guess I'm probably just going to sit and hold the camera. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a live shot. I hope so. Okay. Keep spraying water in my car. Wind is coming. Hold on. Got this. There we go. Alright, so now I can pull up to a decent position so I can be ready to move. A lot of dips and turns in the road. Alright. I'm just gonna get past all these massive fucking holes, and I think we'll be good. Just have to walk a little. Just fine. Alright. Took a few minutes, but that's alright. Alright, I'm gonna end the recording here. Yeah, I'll record while walking. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit more intense than at home. My fucking hat went flying and fell into some mud, so that sucked. So, I'm keeping it in the car now. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually get on camera out here because I don't have my partner here to hold the tripod, and I don't think my bag is gonna be enough to prevent this thing from going flying, so. Yeah. Holy shit. Like, I was having trouble closing my car door. Hopefully there's no snakes out here. Yeah. That's looking north. It's looking back towards the south. Woo! Alright, I definitely got to pull the anemometer out. Maybe keeping this low to the ground might help. Put the bag in it. 17. Okay, I'm back. That last file probably corrupted, so the camera kind of fell and ate shit from a 22-mile-per-hour wind gust, so I'm just gonna sit on the ground with it and hold it. Yeah, it's got another 22 mile per hour. Yep. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Hope everything's okay. Looks okay. Yeah, no, it just it plopped right onto the ground. So, just in case that wasn't recorded, I headed out to this currently being built highway because there is a rain band coming in from the south into the west. So, I want to see that. Right now, I'm getting wind gusts of around 20 to 25 miles per hour consistently. Actually, that's more like the sustained. Yeah, 15 to 20 sustained. Some gusts up into 25. Like I said, I'm having to hold the camera. It's 30. Ow. Fuck, I'm wearing sunglasses still. I didn't get to see what the reading was. Holy shit. That just like coated me in sand. Oh god. That hurt. That actually hurt. I'd be willing to bet that was at least 30 miles per hour. I saw 30. I closed my eyes because I was getting fucking pelted by sand. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just gonna look away. I really shouldn't. I should stand up. Probably. I got sand in my mouth. God. 27. 32. Yeah, it's coming. Okay. I'm gonna extend the tripod. No point if I'm
If I'm gonna sit here and hold it, might as well not. Here, hold on. I'm gonna stop recording. All right, we're back. Just wanted to get the tripod adjusted. 25. You know, it just occurred to me, it might not hurt to actually like move up a little bit past where the dirt part of the road is. Wouldn't that be a genius idea? It's starting to rain. Hear the anemometer going off. I'm guessing the band is coming. Sorry, it's a little shaky. Holding the tripod with one hand and the anemometer with the other. Yeah, the rain's coming. That might have been the gust front that we got then. Okay. There we go. My stuff is fucking flying around in the wind. Sustained wind at about 20. God, I wish I had my fucking hat. Wash it. Put it on the washing machine. I probably should have known better than to like go outside with a giant fucking hat in the wind. Hold on. Gotta measure that. Trying to get the radar pulled up. 23. 25. Woo! Nice. It's coming in. Okay. So it looks like the band has kind of broken up rain-wise. Like there's not as much focus on precipitation, but on the velocity radar, it's still going. I mean, can these bands gust out basically? I don't see why not. Yeah, no, we're in the center of a remnant from the band. There might not actually be a lot of rain. 33. Never mind, it's raining. Come on, let's see if we can top our old record. It was like, what, 42.1? Let's see if we can top that. Holy shit. Good thing about these glasses. Alright, winds are starting to get up into the 20 to 25 mile per hour sustained. Tropical storm force is 38 miles per hour, I think. Like 90% sure. Yeah. So I don't think we have seen a tropical storm force gust yet, except for maybe during that gust front, but like I said, I couldn't confirm it because I was too busy getting sand in my eye. I need water or something, dude. I actually have like grains of sand in my mouth, so. Hold on. I'm gonna point this more up, down this way, and towards the clouds. Like, you gotta see how these clouds are moving. Alright. Holding at about 15 to 20, give or take. There we go. 29. Alright, we're getting there. Come on. I want to see a tropical storm force gust. Holding in the mid-20s, low to mid-20s. Oh, I'm going to switch arms. I'm starting there. Woo! There we go! 34! saw like 34. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. It's not really good looking. Ugh. What the fuck was that, dude? What, was that too much? Alright, it's starting to rain again, and with that rain comes the wind, apparently. Camera's starting to run a little low on battery, but we should have enough time to see the best of the storm, hopefully. Didn't miss anything while the camera was out. 26. Ooh, starting to kick. Whoa. I'm wondering if that's rain coming from up ahead. If you see that cloud structure. 27. Hopefully another huge wind gust doesn't come in. I'm going to hold this down here with one hand while also holding the tripod. I'm going to check the radar real quick, see what's going on. Still indicating, yep, 21. Still indicating a pretty heavy pocket of, yep, no, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so it looks like there's a new, band of rain coming from the south. It's probably going to be here any minute now. It might actually be a little bit of a lull in the wind for a minute or two, but it looks like it's going to pick up. Yeah. Alright. It's like another mini gust front. It's these, little skinny bands of rain. Those bands of rain are coming with these very, very punchy winds. Alright, I'm getting wind gusts 15, 20 still. There we go. 25, 26. 30. Come on. I don't know. I have a feeling about this one. I have a feeling about this band coming in. I think we might hit it. Might hit that nice little 38 number. See that coming in. The clouds are about to pass over. Probably any minute now. And look, hold on. You can actually see over there. Looks like the rain coming in. Here we go. Yep, it's just about over. Well, the clouds are just about over us. The event is just about to start. 24, 27. Alright, yep, sustained winds are getting into the 15 to 20 range. I see rain up ahead. 30, 31. Yeah, I think we might get it. I'm hoping we get it. I'm trying to hear. I can hear the wind and the rain in the distance. Yep, it's starting to rain. Alright. Here it comes. 26, 25, 28. Oh. 33. 31. We're getting there. Oh yeah. 34. It's about to max out, I think. 35. 36. Yeah, it shuts off that tropical storm, I guess. That's convenient. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna keep turning it on and off. That's fucking stupid. Alright, 32 miles per hour. 35. Yeah, I think it's probably safe to say we saw tropical storm force gusts. I think that's fair. See the sun trying to poke through above us, but it's like a big looking storm cloud coming. Yeah, look at that. I let go of the tripod for a second. I'm sure you saw that. Trying to rob me of my video again. $26. Alright, hold up. That is moving really fast. I'm gonna... I'm starting to get a few raindrops again. I might get something real quick. 26. 35. Uh-oh. Might crap out again. Yeah, I think I might need to get a new anemometer for next time there's a hurricane. Because, yeah, no, I need to go a little further than 38 miles per hour. Yep, that rain's coming in. Actually, those trees aren't really long. I'm gonna show you these. Oh, there goes. I'll show you those for a second. Bugged out. It's saying I'm only getting wind gusts of 24.77 constantly. I don't think that's how that works. No, if it's going towards us, then let's turn this back around. 27. $29. Yep, that's a good one. That's a gust. That had some like sustain to it. That wasn't just like a quick push. That was coming in. Starting to see it getting a little misty up ahead. Again, that might mean it's been raining like on and off this entire time. Like it will start drizzling for a minute or two and then it'll stop. It'll start drizzling for a minute or two and then stop. But I'm looking at those clouds and yeah, no, there might be another. See, the sun's been up there the entire time, just trying to poke through. But yeah, those are some darker looking clouds coming. You know what? Real quick, I'm gonna go take a look at the radar. Yep. Alright, the rain's actually picking up now. Yeah, no, we're on like the outer edge of this band. Like literally right along the divide. The more direct winds from this might actually be happening just a little bit to our east. I don't know, I'm getting some impacts. So, radar doesn't always tell you everything. Alright, I'm getting like consistent 25-30 now. Sustained. This is definitely the heaviest sustained period so far. That wasn't just like a gust. Alright. That will... Actually, no. I'm going to point straight ahead so you can see... Yeah, you see that? Storm clouds rolling in. Yep. I changed the measurement. No. Miles per hour. We do it the American way. You know that one video that came, I think, out of Hurricane Irma a few years ago? That one kid who ran out to the street shirtless, twirling an American flag in the wind? That's how I feel right now, just a lot less ridiculous. I mean, props to that guy. I'm not shitting on him. I'm not coming out here half naked. The sun is starting to poke through a little more. I don't know if you can tell. Like, if it just got lighter a little. I can see the sun up there. Don't think that's going to last for long, though. Just trying to keep an eye on the battery. See that down there? Some low, probably just scud, but like some low hanging clouds that out on the front edge there. Okay. Wind is calming down a little right now. Kind of. Yeah, so it's like this band of rain is forming. It's very gusty. It's not actually. It's not really forming. It's just coming in. Hold on. Yeah, we really are like right along the divide of this band because it's a lot more clear looking over here than it is just down there. Actually, turn the camera again to get a visual on some of these clouds moving. Uh-oh. It says the battery's running low. Okay. I'm gonna... Ooh. Hello. Yeah, is it okay to be out here?
Yeah, you're good. I was just checking to make sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm just recording.
Alright. Yeah, you hear me?
Yep, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, we're good. I'm just recording.
Alright.
I appreciate it. That was nice. That was the Clay County Sheriff's Office. I'm not gonna lie, I half expected to be in trouble because, like, I didn't think I was. I mean, technically, I'm probably not. Well, I don't know. It's 50 feet away from a residential community. But yeah, I was just like, uh-oh. Woo! Hold on. Damn, that came out of nowhere. Yeah, and there they go, driving off into it. Alright. Yeah, looks like this is the last little bit we're gonna get before the camera dies. And I gotta get moving. Yep. Definitely getting some rain. Woo! I do wonder what the sheriffs are doing on this road, though, because the expressway isn't complete, obviously, which is, you know, why I'm sitting here standing on it right now. But, I wonder what they're up to. I'm gonna get these clouds quick. Not sitting on a good angle. Still getting like 20, 25 mile per hour sustained, occasionally dropping into like 15, 20 range. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm loving this. Like, this shit makes me feel alive, genuinely. And you know, in a way, I talked about it in the weather phobias video, every storm I go out and chase is just, in some small way, it's me exercising my demons. Because I used to hide away from every single fucking thunderstorm or hurricane or whatever would come my way. Nope, not anymore. I ain't scared. And so in a way, this is very liberating to do. And I'm glad I could share it with you all. Sorry, that fingered the record button. I don't really... Shit. God, listen up. I don't expect to see anything like I don't think we're going to see hurricane gusts now, honestly, especially with the storm weakening. But I'm sure we're going to be seeing these kind of like very gusty winds with close to tropical storm force gusts, if not higher, throughout the day. There's still that tornado risk until 3 p.m. The tornado watch is active. I can see why. Obviously, the low-level wind, but just, again, the atmosphere just seems so volatile. Everything's, like, being like, flung around and shit. It's crazy. Getting more consistent 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts. Actually, wait, no, that's more sustained than a gust. Yeah. No, it's actually holding above 20 pretty good. There it goes. Went back down. No, that probably held for a good like 7 seconds maybe. Give or take a few. It's like, it sounds like the tripod is like whistling in the wind. Real quick. There's the sun. Like, we're just under this like really kind of shallow overcast condition. I forgot the name of the cloud like layer specifically, but it's basically just a shallow layer of clouds. And you know, obviously it's the light out here. You can see, you know, it almost looks kind of sunny. Almost. Like the light on the ground, it still looks like daytime. It doesn't look like there's a storm overhead. Or like last night, how it got like extra dark. Yeah, so it looks like the main, I'm actually pretty happy with this because a lot of the good lightning footage came from last night. I don't really think we're going to be seeing a lot of lightning today with how the storm's weakening and it's cool. It's getting cooler. There's less instability in the atmosphere. But there's still supposed to be storms tomorrow and Friday, partially related to, and then, you know, just not related to Idalia, respectively. So I'm sure I'll get more lightning footage soon. But my point is with this, the main event today has been the wind. And I've been wanting to get some good wind footage because really all I've had was that one downburst. Actually, no, it's not true. I had the downburst and that one gust front from the storm blowing out. Yeah. So it's nice to actually get to experience some wind. I'm going to take a quick look at the radar, see how things are going, because again, the camera's running low on battery. I don't want it to cut off on me. Indicating another like shallow band of wind, like starting to move in from the west. Sustained above 20 here. Occasionally gusting to the higher 20s. Oh, that helped for like a good 10 seconds or so. Oh, it only dropped. It's dropping into the 19s occasionally. Okay, now I think it's actually staying below 20. Yeah, there you go. Pretty good sustained. I'm gonna record for like another minute or two, and then I think I'm gonna call it, head back. See if we can get one last good gust, maybe. Oh, I just realized, I'll show you, before this goes, get a view of the band to the west. You can see pretty much the same thing. It's just coming flying from the south, just from a different direction.
We actually got a really gusty shower going on at home. I'm holding the camera right now because I think I left the tripod in the car, and I just kind of don't want to miss this. Here, I'm gonna set this up. Come on. There you go. Let me go get the tripod. Got another intense rain shower coming in, some gusty winds. first actual bit of like rain I've seen in a minute today. Like consistent rain. It was really drizzling out there.
Hurricane Idalia made landfall in the Big Bend of Florida on the morning of August 30th at around 7:45 a.m. Landfalling near Cedar Key, the storm was absolutely devastating. If you notice the radar begin to slow down, I don't know why it is, but I guess when the hurricane came by, they started updating the radar more frequently. Notice how the timestamps in between are shorter? Anyway, where you see where the storm made landfall, there was an extreme wind warning for a couple hours, which means that hurricane force gusts in excess of 115 miles per hour were expected. And seeing some of the images coming out of the Big Bend of Florida between the wind, the rain, and storm surge, it was just absolutely devastating. And even though I'm only going to show you the KJAX radar scan of Idalia, the storm was not just a Florida-Georgia storm. It also impacted the Carolinas very severely. Granted, the storm did lose quite a bit of steam, like after coming inland. As you can see, the main circulation just fell apart and became super wide, but overall it still dumped a ton of rain and brought power outages to nearly, at the very least, 500,000 people. It was a very devastating storm. In our area, we mostly saw very windy rain showers with gusts exceeding 40 to 50 miles per hour. At the school across the street, there was actually, their weather station recorded a wind gust of 46 miles per hour. And as you can see in the video, I was having trouble getting 40 mile per hour wind gusts because of my anemometer. But by the 5 p.m. hour, most of the potential for severe weather had moved out of our area. As you can see, they adjusted the tropical storm warning to go further east. And so yeah, like, in our area, the worst of the weather was really between about 8 a.m. or wait, no, it was like 4 a.m. to about 4 p.m. So a good 12-hour time frame with gusty winds and rain. On the night leading up to Idalia's landfall, they had actually been forecasting it to strengthen to Category 4 strength, which it did for a brief amount of time, but ultimately landfalled in the Big Bend as a Category 3 with a 125 mile per hour wind gust, just 5 miles per hour shy of being a Category 4 hurricane. The last thing I'll leave y'all with is this graphic from the National Weather Service in Jacksonville that was uploaded on August 30th, the same day that Hurricane Idalia made landfall. And for reference, I'm recording this part on September 3rd. So, Hurricane Irma actually began to take shape around this time, very similarly to how this storm near the Cape Verde Islands is looking to begin developing and then moving to the west. Now, I'm not saying that definitely means we're going to have another Irma-like storm, but this is the peak of hurricane season, and this is typically where these types of big, massive hurricanes that make it to the U.S. like to come from. So, who's to say what happens? You can never let your guard down on hurricane season too often, and that's what last year taught me, because we had Hurricane Ian in October and then Nicole in November. Just because the peak of hurricane season is September 10th, that does not mean that you lower your guards immediately after that time or after you have one hurricane. I mean, I did the video on the hurricane dry spell and what happened before that in Florida. 10 tropical systems in 2 years. You know, anything can happen, and as the world continues, or, well, rather the planet continues to destabilize, you never know what's going to happen anymore. With that being said, thank you for joining me on this extremely long special of First Coast Storm Tracking. It was a pleasure to have you. I don't really know what video I'm going to do next. Honestly, I'm thinking of taking just a little bit of a pause for making videos on this channel, because, like, I was absolutely cranking them out in August, and then this was a pretty big last project to finish on. So we'll see what comes in the near future. It'll probably be another severely overlooked, and of course, if there are thunderstorms in the area, I will be out chasing them. So, you know, there's that. But right now, we've been in a pretty dry, actually relatively cool-ish pattern relative to the summer we've had, so it's not very active right now. But I promise, as soon as we see more weather, I will be right back to cover it. Thank you for joining me for my special coverage of Hurricane Idalia. I will see you again soon. Please stay safe, and to anyone that was seriously affected by Hurricane Idalia, I wish you a very speedy recovery.